What are you hearing right now? Are Canadian teams going to be allowed to play in their home cities when the puck drops in just over 3 weeks?
It's touch and go right now, Gino, and the 7 Canadian teams mostly believe that they'll be able to open training camps in their city, but they aren't sure beyond that. There has not been definitive sign-off from multiple provincial health authorities at the moment, and we're expected that these talks will continue at some point this week. They've been changing and trading protocols, drafts that have been going back and forth between all of the stakeholders involved, the teams, the NHL, the NHLPA, and these provincial and federal health authorities. And when you take a look at them, and I've had a chance to review one of the early drafts, they're incredibly stringent. The players are not going to have much freedom when they're traveling on the road. The only 2 or 3 places that they're allowed to be are the game rink, the practice rink, and their team hotel. They'll be sequestered in their team hotel on the same floor if possible. All together. They're supposed to be eating all of their team meals in the hotel as well. So they're not going to be strolling about, going to bars, restaurants, shopping. You can actually, it's limited in terms of when and where you can go for a walk outside of the hotel. It's that dialed in, and it's expected to be even more so dialed in as the provincial health authorities continue to pick through it. So we'll see where this all ends up, but these sides all continue to talk with the hope that they won't have to be moving any of these teams. Now, the idea is that one team could potentially be moving at a certain point, if need be, to a temporary location in Canada. But other than that, if you get to 2, 3, or 4 teams that wouldn't be able to be hosting games, then you'd probably have to be setting up a hub city, or in the very worst case scenario, be moving all 7 teams to the U.S. for the season.
Wow. And we know that teams need to be under the cap by opening day, but almost a third of the league is currently over it. Are you expecting to see some more cap gymnastics over the next few days?
Lots of movement, Gino. There's a constant push and pull that you're seeing around the NHL. You've got some teams that have found some new increased potential flexibility. The St. Louis Blues with Alex Steen being unable to play. Now we have a report with Nikita Kucherov and his potential unavailability to start the season. The question is, how long would Kucherov be out? If it's not very long at all, well, then that doesn't provide the Tampa Bay Lightning with a lot of flexibility. They need to move, Gino, between $9 and $10 million off of their salary cap at this very moment. You've got a number of teams right in that mix that need to do something. The Vegas Golden Knights, they're another team that could have a player or 2 to move if they want some flexibility. So there's tons of free agents out there. 32, Gino, of our top 100 still remain unsigned from the free agent frenzy. It wasn't that much of a frenzy, but it could be in the next couple days here.
Wow, in a perfect world, a salary cap of $81.5 million would have been a challenge, and this is certainly no perfect year.